Alright traders, watch this video for Friday, July 19th. I did not get to trade today. Most of you know there was a lightning strike somewhere near our house, and it took out my trading PC and it took out my modem, my TV box. Anyway, Comcast came out today, did a nice job getting me back up and running, so thank you Comcast. I have internet and I'm using my backup trading PC while I'm having a new one built. So it looks like I'm going to be able to trade tomorrow. All right. Anyway, so it looks like the SPY. Let's get my cursor going here. Down a few days in a row, and then gap down today, and a nice reversal right there in the middle of that buy zone, like we talk about all the time in chat. What are we watching for tomorrow? This EVOK had this nice pop and a flag, and it's popping and flagging again. It's kind of holding over $1, so it might try to break this next flag to the upside. So I want to keep my eyes on that. Excuse me, IFRX, not a pretty daily chart, but it went up in after hours to over 380 before settling in at around 346, somewhere around there. It's not a big gap up, but I think if it does gap in the morning, the pre-market, I will add it to the morning gap playlist. So we'll see how it does in the pre-market tomorrow. NEPT, really strong breakout today and a fairly strong close. So let's watch that for maybe a red to green tomorrow. OTLK. I actually texted Wayne today. For those of you that weren't in chat, I texted Wayne. By the time I got my internet up and running, it was afternoon. I wasn't going to try to trade. But I texted him. I said, man, did you happen to call OTLK red to green for the room? And he said, yep. And I'm going to show it to you. For those of you that weren't there, but hang on one second. If you haven't seen this video, let me bring up the website real quick. GreatStockPicks.com, and then go to Trading Course up here at the top, and right there down a little bit, you scroll down a little bit and you'll see that video. That's I think, like, how long is that? 37, 38 minutes taken straight out of the course. It shows you how, one of the ways we look to play a morning gap play setup, and it's free. Just click on that and you can watch it. It's literally straight out of the course, and the reason I pointed out, that's exactly what OTLK did today. So if you want to see why we called what we called, or why Wayne called what he called, I wasn't there, but it was a great setup. You had that red candle, sellers coming in. He called it long over 222 on the next candle, and pretty quickly to 285, and actually ended up going a little bit higher than that after that. Great call by Wayne. Go check out that video if you haven't seen it. I think most of you have, but maybe you're just discovering me for the first time today, and you didn't know that video existed. So it's one of the ways we like to play morning gap plays. Having said all that, OTLK, strong volume, fairly strong breakout of the last 6 weeks or so. I don't know, maybe 5 weeks. Definitely want to watch for a follow through tomorrow on that one. RHE. I feel like this was up 2 days in a row and I'm not getting the proper. Yeah, that's weird. Well, I don't know why my daily chart's not populating correctly, but I switched to 15-minute candles just to show you. It actually went up to 270 today. So try to picture that, since for some reason that candle's not populating, right? Yet another big candle. So normally, after 2 big days in a row, I wouldn't even have a stock on watch because I feel like it needs to come to a rest. But there's not a lot out there, and it had nice relative volume. Maybe on 60s you'll be able to see it. Let's see the last couple days. Really nice volume. So I am going to watch it. Again, that's weird that that's not populating, but I'm missing a daily candle there. CRC. I like this one for potential bounce. 4 days in a row, almost getting that waterfall shape. Bounced nicely off of $14 back here. Actually went down to $13.48, but whenever you get to kind of an area where it bounced off of before on the chart, and you get there kind of quickly, a lot of people say, well, there's a big head and shoulders there. I still think this is, pretty quickly down to an area that it might bounce off of. So it's just on bounce watch. Remember, I never hold overnight. We'll see if it gives us a proper intraday setup. SOLY, I don't like this very much. You had this big move here, from here to here, and now over 5 days, it's almost retraced the whole thing. When we get close to a round trip, the bounces are generally much less powerful if you get one at all. But you could also say, well, it is down to where it started from. It may bounce tomorrow. So anyway, I'm not in love with it, but kind of the same thing with Apron, APRON. Had this massive move. We had 2 good calls in trade in chat that day. And it went from 819 to 1365 in one session, and now it gave a lot of it back that same session. Now you've got 2 days over. So you basically, again, have almost a round trip, which makes me like it a lot less. I would prefer it was strong, and then a couple red days that partially retrace this. When they, when they get where they round trip, I don't know, there's less mustard behind them, but still going to watch it because there's not a lot showing up on my scans right now. CRIS, really nice move, 2 days lower, right into that area between the 8 and the 20, so watching for a bounce in that one tomorrow. BPTH, another one, had the big breakout, and now 2 days lower, basically a round trip, which makes me like it a lot less. I say that for a reason, because if it does set up tomorrow, I'm going to certainly take it smaller, any of these that have round tripped. And then XELB, really nice rally here, and then a few days lower. Don't really have declining volume on these days lower, but looks like maybe somewhere close to a 50% retrace. So that one goes unbounced as well. I got to tell you, I am not in love with this list at all. I'm really hoping we find some handsome gappers in the morning, catch some good morning gap plays, like y'all did an OTLK and can't remember the symbol the day before, GHSI or something like that. You guys killed those, which is torture for me because I couldn't be there. Anyway, looking forward to trading with you all in the morning. Have a good night.
Will be running for president, but don't be fooled. Some of them